Hey, it is time for Where's the Law? This is a time now for guys to listen. Mickey, Scudder, y'all need to listen up because we're talking about men doing a better job at listening. Apparently, there's extensive research that says we don't listen very well. Licensed therapist Dr. Misty Smith joins us here with some tips on how to listen better. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you.
Men don't listen? Come on, that's not true.
I know, crazy, right? But it is that men tend to be a little more ADD than girls, so they don't listen. But there are some things that we can do or not do to help with that when us ladies are trying to get our men to listen.
Yeah, we need tips on this because most guys, our problem is that we want to solve all the world's problems. We don't want to listen. We just want to give you a solution, and a lot of times y'all just want to talk.
Exactly.
Okay, so what should women not do in order to facilitate men to be better listeners?
Okay, so there are a few things. Don't do it when you're angry.
Okay.
Don't nag. Men don't really like women that nag. Don't do it at bedtime. Bedtime seems to be this magical time for having arguments because we get home from work, we have kids, we have to deal with that, and then at bedtime everything comes out. So don't do that.
And you should never go to sleep angry.
You shouldn't.
Right.
That's bad. So, but the biggest thing is don't do it while your man is watching football.
Duh.
Because he is not giving you any attention.
All right, so then what to do? What are some tips for women to do? And it's not all on the women, that's not what we're saying, but just a way to make help your man be a better listener.
Exactly. So first of all, get their attention. If you start talking and they're watching TV and you don't get their attention, that eye contact, chances are they're not listening. Okay. So get their attention. Make sure it's quiet, isolated. Being in the car is one of the best times to get conversation going. Turn the radio down. Exactly. Make sure you stay on track. You get to the point. Women love to give details.
Right.
Men like you said, like to get to the point.
And men don't like to give details when they have stories.
No. A man's story, same story, 1 minute. Woman's story, an hour.
Right.
So make sure you're getting to the point. Speak loud enough. Here is a good tip. Give them notice. Okay. Send them a text, send them an email, say, I want to get together with you so that we can actually have a conversation. And when you do that, maybe schedule a time before you go pick up the kids so that you can meet at a quiet restaurant or at a park and have a conversation.
Now, let me see, how frequently should you do that? Because if you do that too often, the guy's going to be like, yeah, okay, another one of the props. So you shouldn't do it too often, though, right?
Right, but it depends on what it is you're talking about. We're not saying that we're trying to get their attention to talk about negative things all the time. Sometimes we just want to get their attention to talk about a vacation we want to take.
Or talk about your day.
Exactly.
All right, now, but you mentioned, you mentioned like to get a man's attention while he's watching football or he's entrenched in something. Do you have some tips on that, though? I mean, how do you distract him?
How do you distract a man from watching football? Well, you can stand in front of the TV wearing something that might get his attention or not wearing something that might get his attention.
All right. Well, we'll move along. This is a family show. So now, but again, so we're looking at things that what to do. Is there another tip that you can offer there?
Yes. Say what you want and stop talking. If you're trying to sit down and talk to your man about something that you want, like, I don't know, new jewelry, you don't have to explain the many reasons why you deserve that new jewelry. You just need to say, sweetie, this is what I want, and this is how we can get it. So, and make sure you're using really positive statements. Like, start with a statement of, honey, I just love you, and you are such a great person, and then tell him what it is that you want him to listen to. Because affirmations and affection definitely get attention. Give him attention to get attention. Okay. I know in one segment we talked about making sure that you're using I statements instead of you statements. Right. And saying I need you to do this or I feel this is much better than you.
And what if none of that works? Then what?
If none of that works, say football in every other sentence. Probably that will get his attention around here.
In this part of the country, that works. Dr. Misty Smith from ConvenientTherapy.com. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, JJ's up next.